don't think we need to really go over what a brilliant season it's been for Charlie Appleby once again. I must say congratulations on what happened at Longchamp last week, because that was just fantastic. I was watching from Japan, weirdly enough. Great to see Wild Illusion, of course, come home in front there.
Yeah, no, thanks, Lauren. No, it has been a fantastic year, and obviously the highlight's been Mossad winning the Derby, and that was an amazing day, and it was just great for His Highness Sheikh Mohammed and the royal family all to be there and enjoy the day, and it's been from there onwards we went to Ascot and thankfully had success there, and it's been a great ride, and unfortunately the season's coming to an end soon, but as you say, Wild Illusion winning last weekend the Opera and backing up, so second Group 1 of the year for her, as a good brave performance. She got a box seat round there, great ride by William, and she's come out of it well, and hopefully we'll be heading to the Breeders' Cup for the fillies and mares.
Which could be quite a good race, because you know all about winning it. You managed it last year.
Yeah, obviously Wahida won it last year. Dimensions are changed this year, because obviously that was over 9 last year at Del Mar, stepping up to the mile and 3 there at Churchill. So, but again, that will suit Wild Illusion, as we know at Churchill, sometimes the conditions can be a little bit more wintry there than what we've experienced at Del Mar and Santa Anita. So if the ground does come up a bit on the slow side, that won't interfere with her.
Is there anything else in the pipeline for the Breeders' Cup at this stage?
Got a couple of juveniles. Obviously La Pelosa, she won in Canada. That was a win and you're in. So she's going to head for the Juvenile Fillies, and had a Galileo colt win there, Line of Duty. He won in France there on his last start at Group 3. So he's probably booked himself a ticket there for the Colts Juvenile turf.
And talk a little bit about what's happening this weekend. Dube has been an absolute star for you. I thought he was heading back to Dubai, but you're going to give him a run at Newmarket tomorrow.
Yes, obviously on the back of that last start there at Doncaster, he put up a great performance there, and he just got nabbed on the line. So the ground that day was a bit on the loose side, should we say, and William just felt that back on a sounder surface it will suit. So the intentions are he will be heading back out to Dubai for the winter, but this race hopefully it looks like he should be very competitive there tomorrow, and hopefully if we can pick that up along the way to Dubai, that'd be nice.
He's an interesting horse, isn't he? I always think he needs fast ground, but actually looking back through his form, he's one on good to soft.
He has, like I say, he's a horse that's typical Dubai, just getting better with age and racing, and he's settling better. All of his homework's good now and consistent, and that's sort of showing in his run style as well. Now we're getting a bit more consistency there. Obviously we dabbled with him a little bit. We dropped him back in trip there to 6, and he was very competitive in some of those sprints. But 7 furlongs is probably his optimum trip.
Interesting. I thought you might go down the Jungle Cat route next year. Let's talk about him, because that was an amazing performance in Australia last time.
Yeah, look, as you all know, Jungle Cat's been an old favourite for all of us, and everybody in Dubai. It's been his winter abode for the last few years now. Highlight was obviously winning the Alcos with him, but we felt he's getting a little bit older, and the step up in trip will just hopefully help him out a little bit. When he won 2 weeks ago there in Australia, it was a great achievement by himself, and he just showed his usual courageous fight that he has, and got the job done and got there on the line.
Takes on Hartnell this weekend. It's quite an amazing race.
It is, and obviously from a European perspective, it's quite interesting in respect. Hartnell. Last time we saw him here in Europe, he was running, it was 1.5 miles as a 3-year-old there, and he's dropping back to the mile, and he's been very successful at it in Australia. We've got a nice draw, which should suit us, drawn 4. Two old boys there. They'll be hopefully battling it out up the straight.
And you've also got Comicas in there as well. Goes in a listed race. Bit of a sort of change in campaign for him, because we're used to seeing him on dirt recently. Yeah,
that's right. But we were thinking about bringing him out to Dubai, and he probably still will hopefully make his way out there, but we just felt he was on the dirt there the last few starts. He was just not having that gate speed as much as he used to show, and probably, like I say, getting a bit older, and the speed's maybe coming out of him slightly. So the 7 furlong options, as we know, were just a bit more limited. So he was in good order. He's had a nice year. Obviously he's been off all summer and looked well and fresh, and we just felt when we're taking a team down to Australia, he could just fit a stall as well, and hopefully if we can I think it'd be very competitive this weekend. It looks a winnable race for him.
Seems good campaigning to me. And the other one, Blair House, I thought ran quite well last time.
He did. Blair House, he's a tricky customer in respect to his run style. He's he's a jockey's nightmare in respects to he just needs plenty of cover and producing late, and in doing so you have to have all the luck in the world. And James McDonald rode him last time and did nothing wrong at all. He gave him a great ride. As I said to James, he's just got to go around there and ride for luck, and if the gap's open, he's a horse that has got the ability to quicken through them. They went a bit steady there last week, but he's come out the race well. And all being well, like I say, we're stepping up an extra furlong. If we can just get a bit more of a gallop on, and we'll try and sit a little bit handy if we can.
Okay. And one more to ask you about, one of the other Group 1 winners, Blue Point. What's he up to?
Blue Point, he's going to go out to Dubai. We were contemplating running him in America, but like I say, he's campaigned enough this season, and after York, he had a dirty scope there, and it just looked like it just flattened him a little bit. So. We've sort of made a decision now that we're going to, let him just have the rest of the time easy and ship him out to Dubai, and we'll work back from an Alquoz.
And how's Mossad doing? I know he's still in the yard, so it's obviously not too bad, the injury, that you've kept him around.
Yeah, just trying to keep him over there, trying to keep him in his box is the hardest part. But he's in great order, fresh and well. But he's going through his programme at the moment, so he's currently walking, and we'll start jogging again there soon. And then he'll head out to Dubai and start a winter programme out there. But all the signs are going the right way, and so we're very happy with him.
Does a winter programme mean he might run in Dubai, or are you just going to take him out there because it's been so successful for him in the past?
Just to take him out there, we're going to take our usual team out there. Obviously, the likes of Corto and Gayaf and horses like that will be coming out there to winter away, as we know. It's done us no harm this year, that's for sure. So we're looking forward to getting a nice team out there to run, and a team out there to winter away in preparation for the European campaign next year.